I was sat a few minutes ago. Welcome to the Wednesday Faith Moment. I was sat a few minutes ago wondering what to call this moment. I wanted something, not just an average title. And then Jonathan sent Anthea a text with a picture on it. It had a picture of a signpost with Louis Armstrong stood there, and it was headed the B160 to Ilkley. How lovely that Louis Armstrong, a star, should be stood at that signpost. If you follow the B160, it goes from Addingham up to Grassington through Bolton Abbey. If you follow the sign, then you'll get to Grassington. So what's all that got to do with my faith moment? Well, I was thinking of stars. Why? Because last night when I went running, it was pitch black, no moon, and I was running with Toby through the Catholic Church grounds. No glasses on. Can't even see my face properly without my glasses on. And I looked up at the sky and I saw all the stars. And I thought, how on earth did those wise men follow a star? Which star do you choose? Oh, the brightest, obviously. But which is the brightest? They all look the same to me. And then as soon as you get on the main road, the brightness of the lights, the noise and the traffic and the lights, you just can't really think about stars. It must have been so special for those wise men to pick up a star and follow it right the way along, as if it was a road that you were following and you knew where the end was. I love reading the Christmas verses from Matthew and Luke. Last week I looked at Luke, and this week I'm looking at Matthew. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where is the child who has been born King of the Jews? For we have observed the star at its rising and have come to pay his homage." When King Herod heard this, he was frightened, and all Jerusalem with him. Then Herod secretly called for the wise men and learned from them the exact time when the star had appeared. When they had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising, until it stopped over the place where the child was. And when they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. Do you know, you can read these things for years and then something hits you that's new, that's special. I was thinking about the word star and other Bible references to star, and I thought of Peter's reference to it in his letter, the second letter, chapter 1. He says to his audience, "You will do well to be attentive to this as to a lamp shining in a dark place, until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts." And I thought about it. It's as if Jesus was actually the star. As if the star that these wise men were following wasn't the star, but it was his star. His star. I've never seen it that way before. I went through those verses and changed the star to his star. I don't know, I can spend ages just drifting through the Bible, picking up something new, chewing on it, and then getting the joy out of it. I mean, what Peter saw was the morning star. What the wise men saw was a star at night. You can't see a star during the day. Well, I've never seen one anyhow. So what's the morning star? You see, when Jesus was resurrected on Easter Sunday, Mary mistook him for the gardener until he said, Mary. And she said, Rabboni. You see, he rose first thing in the morning. He was the morning star. But then, if we go right through to the book of Revelation, and I'm going through Revelation at the moment because it's December. So in my Bible readings, you come to the end of the New Testament, and there are 20 odd chapters of Revelation, that mysterious part of the Bible that I love. And here we are in Revelation 22. It is I, Jesus, who sent my angel to you with this testimony for the churches. So the angel gave John the book of Revelation. It wasn't his words, it was the words from the angel, from the Revelation. It's amazing how he could remember all these words that he wrote on Patmos, that savage island in the sun in Greece, stripped of everything to become a penal colony. Amazes me that he even had pen and paper to write with. But again, this is what he wrote. This is what Jesus actually said to him at the end through this angel. It is I, Jesus, who sent my angel to you with this testimony for the churches. I am the root and the descendant of David, the bright morning star. He goes even further than Peter. Peter referred to him as the morning star. And Jesus said, I'm the bright morning star. Those wise men followed the brightest star. It's amazing, isn't it, how it moved as if it was a road that they were following, like the B160. It's a beautiful road, that. It twists and turns from Addingham along the River Wharf, across the busy A59, past the Devonshire Arms, or I used to have a pint when we'd go walking, past Bolton Abbey, so popular these days, up past the Strid, past Burnsall, until you come to Grassington, at the edge of the Three Peaks. But they followed the star, just as easily as that, reaching the spot where Jesus was born. And Jesus said, I'm the bright morning star. And what he's really saying is, if you follow me, if you follow my brightness, it will be as clear as that star was to the wise men. Do you know, next week I might actually tell you about some of the other stars that appear in Revelation. Did you know that a church has an angel which is called its star? I think I'll tell you about that next week. God bless.